Many people want to build muscle but fear adding excess body fat along the way. This is a very common concern, especially for those who have worked hard to get lean and do not want to lose definition. The good news is that it is absolutely possible to build muscle while keeping fat gain to a minimum. The process is slower than an aggressive bulk, but it leads to a cleaner, more aesthetic physique and saves you from having to go through a long cutting phase later. Understanding the basics of muscle growth, or hypertrophy, happens when you consistently challenge your muscles with resistance training and provide your body with enough nutrients to repair and build new muscle tissue. This process requires a calorie surplus, meaning you must eat more calories than you burn, but the key to avoiding unnecessary fat gain is to keep this surplus small and controlled. Your body can only build muscle at a certain rate, so overeating beyond that point does not increase muscle growth. It simply leads to fat storage. The concept of a lean bulk is a muscle-building approach where you eat slightly above your maintenance calorie level to promote muscle growth without significant fat gain. Unlike a traditional bulk, where people often eat anything and everything, a lean bulk involves tracking your intake, prioritizing nutrient-dense foods, and increasing calories slowly. For most people, a surplus of around 200 to 300 calories per day above maintenance is enough to stimulate muscle growth while minimizing fat storage. Calculating your maintenance calories. Before you can set up a lean bulk, you need to know your maintenance calories, the number of calories you need to maintain your current weight. You can find this by tracking your food intake for 1 to 2 weeks while monitoring your weight. If your weight stays the same, the average number of calories you ate per day is close to your maintenance level. Once you know this number, you can add your small surplus on top of it. The role of protein in building muscle without fat gain. Protein is the most important macronutrient for muscle growth. It provides the amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle fibers after training. For most active people, consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day is ideal for hypertrophy. Lean sources like chicken breast, turkey, fish, eggs, low-fat dairy, tofu, lentils, and protein powders are excellent choices because they provide high-quality protein without excessive calories from fat. Balancing carbohydrates and fats. Carbohydrates are your main source of training energy. They replenish glycogen stores in your muscles, allowing you to perform well in the gym. Complex carbs like oats, brown rice, sweet potatoes, whole grain bread, and fruit provide steady energy and important nutrients. Aim to consume most of your carbs around your training sessions to fuel your workouts and aid recovery. Healthy fats are important for hormone production, including testosterone, which plays a role in muscle growth. Focus on sources like olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish. Around 20 to 30% of your total calorie intake from healthy fats is a good range. Why training intensity matters. You cannot build muscle effectively without training hard enough to challenge your body. Mechanical tension is one of the main drivers of hypertrophy, and that comes from lifting weights that are heavy enough to fatigue your muscles within the target rep range. Typically 6 to 15 reps for most exercises. If you are eating in a surplus, but your training is not intense or progressive, much of the extra energy from food will be stored as fat instead of going toward muscle building. Progressive overload. The key to growth. Progressive overload is the gradual increase in the amount of work your muscles perform over time. This can mean adding more weight to the bar, doing more reps with the same weight, increasing sets, or slowing down the tempo for more time under tension. Without progressive overload, your muscles have no reason to grow, and your calorie surplus will just lead to fat gain. Make sure you are consistently tracking your lifts and working to improve them week after week. Training frequency and muscle stimulation. For most people, training each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week is more effective for muscle growth than hitting it only once. This does not mean you have to be in the gym every day, but you should structure your workouts so that muscles are stimulated regularly. Splits like upper, lower, or push-pull legs work very well for this purpose. More frequent stimulation allows for more growth while spreading your training volume across the week for better recovery. Cardio for minimizing fat gain. Many people think cardio is the enemy of muscle building, but moderate amounts of it can actually help keep fat gain in check during a lean bulk. Low-intensity steady-state cardio, like brisk walking, cycling, or light jogging for 2 to 3 sessions per week can help you burn extra calories and keep your heart healthy without interfering with recovery. High-intensity cardio can be included, but should be limited because it can make recovery from weight training more difficult. Nutrient timing for optimal results. While total calorie and protein intake are the most important factors, nutrient timing can provide a small advantage. Consuming a balanced meal of protein and carbohydrates before training can improve performance, and a similar meal afterward can help with recovery. This does not have to be immediate, but having a good pre- and post-workout nutrition plan ensures your body has the fuel it needs when it matters most. Avoiding the dirty bulk. A dirty bulk is when you eat anything and everything in large amounts under the belief that it will help you gain muscle faster. While this approach may lead to quick weight gain, much of it is fat. The problem is that you will eventually have to cut down, and during that process, you may lose some of the muscle you worked so hard to build. Staying disciplined with your food choices during a lean bulk is what keeps your gains clean. Tracking your progress. If your goal is to build muscle without gaining much fat, you need to monitor your progress carefully. Weigh yourself once or twice a week at the same time of day, ideally in the morning after using the bathroom. Aim for a slow weight gain of about 0.25 to 0.5% of your body weight per week. This pace ensures that most of the weight you gain is muscle, not fat. Taking progress photos and body measurements every few weeks can also help you see changes that the scale might not show. If your waistline is expanding rapidly, it is a sign you are gaining too much fat and should reduce your calorie surplus slightly. The role of recovery and staying lean. While building muscle growth happens when you rest, not just when you train. Getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night supports recovery, hormone balance, and energy levels. Poor sleep can increase hunger hormones, leading to overeating, and can also impair muscle growth. Managing stress is equally important because high stress levels raise cortisol, which can promote fat storage and slow recovery. Supplements that can help. While supplements are not a replacement for proper diet and training, some can support your lean bulking goals. Whey protein is convenient for meeting your protein needs without adding excessive calories. Creatine monohydrate is one of the most researched and effective supplements for increasing strength and muscle mass. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil support overall health and reduce inflammation. Caffeine can improve workout performance when taken before training. Adjusting your plan as you progress, your calorie needs will change as you gain muscle. What was once a small surplus can eventually become your new maintenance level. This is why tracking progress is important. If your weight stops increasing over a few weeks, you may need to add another 100 to 200 calories per day. Likewise, if you are gaining fat too quickly, reduce your surplus by the same amount. Patience and realistic expectations. Building muscle without gaining fat is a slower process than a traditional bulk. You might only gain 1 to 2 pounds of muscle per month, and for more experienced lifters, the rate will be even slower. Accepting that this is a long-term process will keep you from getting frustrated and making drastic changes that could derail your progress. Staying lean while building muscle. The key to building muscle without gaining fat is discipline. You must train with intensity and progressive overload. Eat in a small, controlled surplus with high-quality foods. Monitor your progress and adjust as needed. This is not the fastest way to gain weight, but it is the smartest way to gain quality muscle that you will not have to strip away later during a cut. If you want more detailed strategies, including specific workout plans and meal breakdowns for lean bulking, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We post clear, science-based advice to help you reach your fitness goals without the guesswork. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our new videos and start building the body you want today.